Hey everyone, Redneck Randy here for another episode of Redneck Randy Reviews, where I review everything from pop culture, gadgets, guns, and all things under the sun. Last time I spoke to y'all about Tiger King, that Netflix documentary, and y'all were gracious enough to give me lots of views and lots of likes, and I really do appreciate it. And mostly I want to say thank you to Martha from Morrison, Georgia. You sweet thing, you sent me the most badass t-shirt I've ever had in my entire life. Heck yeah, that's a Joe Exotic Tiger King t-shirt. I can't tell you how appreciative I am. And I would be wearing it today, but I was afraid I might get the Rona since I just got it in the mail, so it's in the wash right now. But if you think that shirt's pretty darn badass like I do, you can click the link below, and that'll take you right to where I think Martha got it too. Cut the sleeves off, that thing will be a hell of a party shirt. Today's review is over something pretty cool. We're gonna figure out who's more country, Luke Bryan or Luke Combs. But first, let me go get a beer. So let's get into it. Who's going to win this battle of the Lukes? Is it going to be Luke Combs or is it going to be Luke Bryan? Let's figure it out. Luke Bryan has been in the game for a while, and he has over 26 number one singles. I don't care what genre you're in. If you have 26 number ones, I think you have a pretty good handle on your genre. And then you also got this Luke Combs fella, the big bearded burly guy from the Carolinas who came out of nowhere and has taken country music by storm. And he's had 7 number one singles on his first 7 singles. That's never happened before. Heck, that only happened to one other person, and that was 4. He broke the record of 5. Just saying. Dude's pretty darn badass. What differentiates the Lukes? First off, Luke Bryan. Dude's country. I don't care what a lot of people say. He ain't no country. Luke Bryan is country. He's from Georgia. Anybody born south of the Mason-Dixon is, in my opinion, pretty darn country, no matter where you're from. But I will say this. Ever since he got into the game, he's slowly changed his style, which I understand. We all got to change our styles to be more mainstream. But he has started shaking that little booty thing. He makes all the girls' jaws drop and their pants just a little wet. When he sings Country Girl Shake It For Me and all his other jams, I'm just saying. And then you got Luke Combs. When he steps out on stage, he makes jaws drop from men to women. So Luke Bryan, between your last couple albums, you had, I think on that one album, you had like 7 of your singles on that album go number 1. That's pretty darn impressive. With what you've been putting out lately, even though you've had Hunting, Fishing, Loving Every Day, Knocking Boots, really like that one. It's catchy. Catchy as hell. All his songs are catchy as hell. I will say that. He has some catchy ass songs. And that's another reason he's, lots of people say he's mainstream, he's sold out or whatever, because a lot of his songs are catchy like that. I think if you have to sing a song about what makes you country, because a lot of people don't think you're too country, I think that has to say a little bit of something about kind of where you're at in country music. And then you got Luke Combs. Man, I'll tell you what, first time I ever heard this guy sing, I was like, who the heck is this guy? And I don't know, it doesn't get much more country than being a bodyguard at a bar at Appalachian State and then dropping out and moving to Nashville to be... If you look at the guy, you go, yeah, that guy's country. There's no question, no doubt about it. And what I really like about Luke Combs' music is like it's a mix of like 90s country music, the flashbacks of the Brooks and Dunn's days, and then he's got it's like rock and roll feel to him too, but he's also got a little mainstream to him. He knows how to write catchy lyrics and have them chart-topping songs. Heck, you don't have 7 number ones on your first 7 singles without knowing what you're kind of doing. So where do these Lukes rank in our rating system? Well, you all know the rules. 1 beer being this guy's about as country as Justin Bieber. And 5 beers being that John, George, Merle are just looking down, smiling at this one. So, where do they rank? First up, Luke Bryan. Oh, I'm sorry, Luke. 2.5 beers. I mean, you're halfway there, brother. It's okay. You know, a lot of people will say you're just not that country, but I think you are country. You gotta start singing more about the fellas to earn their respect. Next up, Luke Combs. Oh, almost a perfect country score. 4.7 rating in our beer system. I think that's pretty darn good if you ask me. Why not a perfect 5, some of you may ask? Well, because some of you country boys out there are probably saying to yourself, Luke Combs is mainstream, he's popular, he writes all, so he ain't no country. I understand, I hear you loud and clear, and trust me, you know, it doesn't get more country than George Strait to me. So, being that he is still a little bit more modern, he didn't get the perfect 5, but I will say Luke Combs is pretty darn good. So at the end of the day, who's more country? Luke Combs, obviously. But you can still like both these guys. And you know what? I gotta say this. A lot of these country artists are struggling right now because they're not able to go on tour. And that's one of their main sources of income. If you're asking yourself, how can I support these artists any other way? Go buy their music. Don't just download it to your phone from Apple Music or Spotify. Go buy it, because that's how they make their buck. And if you want to support Luke Combs or Luke Bryan, I'll put a link down at the bottom of the descriptions that'll lead you to their music. Heck, I even bought myself a Luke Combs vinyl because, hell, I like the crap out of this guy's music. And What You See Is What You Get is pretty darn good album. So you can click the links, go there, buy yourself a vinyl. I love vinyls. It's so cool to hear modern music on an old school format. But if you're not, you can buy a CD, digitally buy their stuff, and then you own it. You don't have to worry about being connected to Wi-Fi's or whatnots to just be able to listen to it. Go and support these artists. Go and support your favorite artists by buying their music. At the end of the day, if we can all support each other in times like this, that's all that really matters. If you liked learning about who's more country, or Tiger King, or any of our other reviews, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button there at the bottom, because we got more reviews coming your way, and we're going to be able to help make you understand certain things better too. But until then, like my boy Luke Combs says, beer never broke my heart. I gotta say cheers to that, Luke.